Well, we're headed into a windy night tonight after a rainy weekend, and we've already got power outages across the city. About 30,000 PGE customers don't have power tonight. The outages are spread across the city and into the suburbs, including a big chunk of outages in Goose Hollow. Pacific Power has about 30,000 power outages spread out across the state. Most of these outages have happened just in the last hour. All right, let's bring in Chief Meteorologist Matt Safino. Matt, what are we looking at tonight?
Well, hopefully not more power outages, but it is going to get windy again. This first batch of wind was courtesy of thunderstorms that rumbled through and developed late this afternoon. But the winds, as you can see, they've really died off for now. That won't be the case overnight tonight. We'll go out to the coast, and the winds at Newport out of the northeast at 20 miles an hour. That's an interesting direction because it tells us that the storm offshore is still just a little bit too far away and too far south for Newport to pick up the south wind yet, but you will. Meanwhile, up at Timberline, this is from earlier in the day. You can see it finally started snowing, and the wind's gusting to 46 miles an hour now. It's gusting to 60 miles an hour about a half an hour ago. Still, lightning strikes are popping up with this batch of precipitation that's moving through Washington County right now. So we have some thunderstorms. We do not expect them to become severe like the ones that rumbled through east of I-5 earlier today and prompted tornado warnings. But we are getting lightning strikes very close to town right now. And these will move off pretty quickly. And then we have more rain moving on shore with that next big batch of the storm, which has prompted high wind warnings along the coast and a wind advisory in the valley. We also have a high surf warning along the entire run of the Oregon coast as the swells come up like 25 feet or so, and a winter storm warning for the Washington Cascades. The Oregon Cascades are getting snow, but not as much as we will north of the Columbia. So here's the center of that storm. We're expecting the south winds to pick up any time now along the Oregon coast, and they'll build from south to north as the system moves along. So we've got a weather impact alert for the valley for wind advisory, gusts to 50 miles an hour in the valley. We may get some more down trees, more power outages. Want to secure any loose objects that can blow away. Wind gusts peaking between 9 and about midnight. Then they drop down, but you can see in the early morning hours, they're still gusting over 30 miles an hour, which is strong. We've had a couple of inches plus of rainfall in the last couple days, and there's more on the way as the system pushes in. You can see the radar now picking up the rain band with this main part of the storm as it gets close enough to the coast so that our radar can see it. But again, the storm center as it moves north will prompt strong south winds to follow it. So here's what this looks like. This is 10 p.m. Lots of rain, some heavy and strong winds. But the good news is tomorrow, even for the morning commute, the rain will end and then we'll get some clearing later on during the day. But look at the wind gusts. This is pretty much now. Blair, we're getting gusts 40, 45, and then in the valleys, we expect to get gusts over 40 miles an hour as we go into the later evening hours. So again, it is going to be a windy night. We've got a weather impact alert. It's 51 degrees, and we've got a wind advisory until tomorrow morning. Gusts of 50 miles an hour. And then look, suddenly it's like springtime weather. Things get really calm. We get sun and we get 60s.
Oh my gosh, 60s after all of that. I can't, it doesn't seem real.
It seems like such a dramatic turnaround.
It really does. Yeah.